Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So into the previous video, we had seen that how we can make out the box plot, right? We had discussed about the box plot in a very detailed way, that what are the details that the box plot gives us and how we can just make that out. Now into this today's particular video, we are going to discuss regarding the histogram. Now, actually, histogram is one another type of plot which actually you can actually make out, right? Let me just write out here first of all the text for that. So text, and here comes the bold, here comes the comment and name for my plot, that is histogram. Okay, the spelling is wrong, that is single I, not double, histogram. Now it's absolutely okay. So, histogram is one another kind of plot. Now, into that you have some, okay, there is one parameter which is marginal. Okay, now that marginal parameter actually consists of some different things which you actually have into this particular plot. As soon as we proceed on with the code, I would let you know regarding that marginal thing as well, that how it differs, what are the other things which you can add on to that, right? So data underscore tip was the variable which we had taken out for like reading out that data of the tip. So I'll be making out this plot onto the same data set which is tips data set. Okay. Fine. So I would just simply write out here fig. I would just not again and again import out the data. If you just want, you can do that. But yeah, it's not that much compulsory and it's not that much good practice to repeat out the same thing again and again, so as it makes your code look larger as well. And even this is not a good practice, right? So do not do that thing again and again. Once you have imported your data and imported out your libraries, so there is no need to do that thing again and again in each and every code. Okay. Fig is equal to px dot histogram. Px is basically the short form for that plotly.express library that we had already taken out, and histogram is basically my histogram which I am gonna make out today. Fine. The variable was data underscore tip, in which we had put on the final data, right? In which we had read out the data for the tips. Data underscore tip was put up that particular variable. Okay. Now basically what I'll be doing here is that I'll be giving the value for the x, right? So basically we'll be giving out the values for the x and the y here. So okay, just one second. Yeah. For x, what I could just give, we can just give out any of the column according to us. Let's say onto the x, I'll be giving here as, let's say, I'll be giving here as tip. Okay, let that be total underscore bill. On histogram, we always give out the numericals only. It would not take out the categoricals here. Fine. So onto the x, I have given total underscore bill. What about the y? So for y, I could just write here as tip, TIP. Okay, fine. And okay, I would not write anything else here because that all the things I would be adding line by line, and that is big dot show. Now, when I run this out, right here. So just have a look that this is how the histogram actually looks like. We have the count of the tip onto the y-axis, and onto the x we have the total bill. Okay, so as soon as you go over the things, it will let you know regarding the count of the count of tip and the total bill. But yeah, this plot is not that much informative, right? Because why would we why would we want to compare between the tip and the total bill? Like if we just take any particular gender, or we take any particular smoker, or we take any particular day, then it would be a little bit of useful for us to clarify that for what we are actually doing. But for for comparing between the tip and the total bit, it's not that much informative, right? So what I would just do, I'll be putting out a comma, and here I'll be taking the color. So color is equal to, and for the color I would be giving here as day. Okay, I will be taking the color as day. Now here you will be getting out the histogram into 4 different colors, that is Sunday, Saturday, Thursday and the Friday. So blue one is basically your Sunday, red one is your Saturday, the green one is your Thursday, and the purple one is your Friday. So from the starting of all the plots, we are actually analyzing that the blue one is the purple one is actually the very less thing which you are actually having. So let's remove out the rest of the, as we already know that we do this thing, right? So this is how your Friday one is coming out. If I go for the Thursday, so see Thursdays as well coming. Now if I just put on Sunday, so this is for the Sunday, and yeah, this one is for the Saturday, right? This is how we just get out the things. So this one is absolutely okay. Now I was telling you about that we have some different features to put onto this as well, right? So what I would just do, I'll be putting out a comma, marginal. Okay, marginal. Now, first one which we'll be doing here is that RUG, marginal, is equal to rug. Okay, this is one another feature which we can add out. Now, if I just run this out. Now, previously you were able to see that here nothing was coming, right? Nothing was appearing above this histogram. But as soon as I wrote marginal is equal to rug, so one another thing is appearing above this particular histogram which we had plotted out. So this is basically one another informative thing. So see, as soon it is basically totally plotted according to the histogram only, where only red color is there, only red line is there, where green and red are there. So green is actually purple is there. Then about the green and purple, blue, red, green, purple, everything is actually here. Right now, but that much is like the margin is equal to rug is not that much informative. I would remove this out, and in place of this, I could write here box as well. Now, as soon as I wrote out here as box, now have a look. This is a little bit more informative, right? So here you will be again getting out all of the details. That is the minimum, your quartile 1, your median, your quartile 3, your upper fence, and at last your maximum. So that is here for each and every day you could just get this particular thing. Right, so for Friday, for Thursday, for Saturday, and even for the Sundays, because these are the 4 colors which we have taken, right? On the color we had put all of these 4 things. So according to that only you are getting out here. Now let's see if I just change out the color to the smoker. So in that case you'll be having only 2, that is blue and red. So you will be getting about blue and red only your box plot. Okay, so let me now just go above here. Yeah, now instead of box we have one third thing, that is a violin. So I would just write here violin. Okay, so now let's run it out. So now here you would be able to see out the violin plot. So this is how the violin plot actually looks like, right? So again into this as well, you will be getting out all the information, that is minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 2. Here you have some another, that is the X, the KDE as well. You have upper fence and you have the maximum value. Okay, so these are the things which you are getting here from this particular violin plot, and these dots are actually your outliers. The outliers you are able to see in the violin plot as well, right? So this is how the marginal is actually like does. After that, when we hover on the histogram, we get only 3 things, that is day, total bill, and the count of tip that we had taken. Let's say I want the data regarding all the columns which I am having as soon as I hover on any of the histogram. So in that case, I want the data regarding all the columns which I am having into this particular data set. So I could put out a comma and write here hover underscore data is equal to, and I could just write here df dot columns. Okay, the d would actually remain small for the data, and here we go. And now I would just try to run this out. Okay, so what it is, value of hover underscore data, just let me see, had I made out some. Okay, df is not the one, we will be taking data underscore tip. Okay, I'm sorry, data underscore tip, because this is the variable in which we had put on the things, right? Fine. Now, okay, one another thing I had missed out, that is not called. Okay, so data underscore hover underscore data is equal to data underscore tip dot, and here we have columns. That is absolutely okay. And after that, even I have the fig dot show, right? So as soon as I hover on the data, I'm getting day, total bill, count of day. But where is the rest of the columns which we are having? Let me just go above and check that out. So data underscore tip, where is that particular thing? They just come down. So box plot is done actually, where we had put on that particular horizontal one we had put on, right? So this is the data underscore tip. Let's run it out here once again. And after that, let's try running this plot for the histogram. And here I would be just running this out. Fine. Let's see. So it's giving me day and the things. Let me just go ahead and make that thing. So hover underscore data is equal to data underscore tip dot columns. Okay. So fig dot show is as well done. So data underscore tip HOVER. Okay. Let's make it from a violin to another anything. Let's try that for any other one as well. So we'll be doing out that particular thing. Fine, so it is giving me for the, okay, let me just go up. Yeah, right here it shows onto the like marginal which you are giving out, not onto the histogram, but yeah, it shows onto the marginals which are present. So see here for the rug, what I'm having D, the total bill, the tip, the gender, the smoker, the time, and the lunch as well, and the size actually. So if I just, instead of this, I would just make here is again as box, and now I would just run this out. Yeah, actually it does not gives onto the histogram. It only and only gives onto the marginal which you have taken. So here the marginal which we have taken we are having. So now just have a look. Day, total bill, tip, gender, smoker, time, and the size. Right, so these are some of the like all the columns which we are having onto the data, and these are all the things which are present onto this particular column. Right, so hope you just got the idea that how we can make out the histogram and how we can make out the histograms more informative than the previous histograms which are made onto the other libraries, right? And how you can add some another features like marginal and analyze the data in many other forms, right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.